has grime on my face. There is crust in my eye. There is no one in the place, but no one said goodbye. This is how I start another day in my kingdom.
When I was a child, we didn't have a television set, which of course dates me. We used to huddle, or I did at least, around the radio after dinner. And one of my most favorite shows as a child was The Lone Ranger. I never missed an episode, never missed one. And then finally one day, years later, we bought a television set. One of the shows that became popular was The Lone Ranger. And I couldn't wait to see The Lone Ranger. And I saw the first episode, and that was the last, because I saw it, and I looked at it, and I thought, that's not my Lone Ranger. It was too literal. It wasn't abstract enough for me to say, see my Lone Ranger.
She's a fine-looking lady.
You know, we only see about 25% of what we look at. And in my feat in teaching art is to teach people to see more of what they're looking at. We only hear about 25% of what we listen to. But as soon as I put up any kind of restriction, like a name, they say, oh, okay, I see what it is. If you have somebody do a drawing of eyes, they'll say, oh, I know what eyes look like, and that's it. They draw the eyes. Now, there's no two set of eyes that are the same in this world. Everybody's eyes are different as snowflakes, as different as fingerprints. As long as I have the freedom of opening myself, and the quality of my work will always be determined by what's inside that's coming out of me. And if nobody's interested, then nobody will be interested in my work. The depth of an artist's work is determined by the depth of the artist. And I hope that I'm putting enough meaning and enough depth and enough of myself, and hoping that there is a great deal of depth in me, and something in me that the world wants to see, that the world can apply to him or herself. My favorite quote is from Gertrude Stein when describing Pablo Picasso and his work, and she said, Picasso, a lot of artists can paint a whole tree and say nothing. Pablo Picasso can paint one leaf of that tree and give you the history of the whole tree. But in order to do that, you can't do it in 10 minutes. That's probably one of the reasons why I spend as much time as I possibly can on a stone, not just because it's so unforgiving. Unlike painting, where you can just change the canvas or even throw the canvas away, can't do that with stone. That's the reason why I take as much time as I possibly can, reasonably can, because I have to keep my perspective as fresh as possible. Otherwise, I'm liable to wake up the next morning and find things on the floor that shouldn't have been removed, and I can't pick it up and put it back.